Hi YouTube, this is JJ714 coming at you. I just want to talk about hair today. Yesterday, which was Sunday the 19th, was I ended up having to do my daughter and my hair on Sunday because we were out of town on Saturday, which is our normal hair day, and I will probably discuss that a little bit after I finish the hair. But what I did was I decided to do a pre-poo. I've only done a few pre-poos. I don't normally do pre-poos, but I decided since the weather was pretty cold and everything, and then I started noticing also that my daughter was getting some growing dandruff because her hair is really, really growing. And also, I have not put her under the Hudiford hair steamer in probably about almost about a month now because Saturday before last we attended her competition and I wasn't able to do it. I did wash her hair, but I believe I may have put her under the cordless heat wrap, but I need to steam her hair. So my goal is to be able to wash her hair Wednesday again because we're heading out of town Thursday for Christmas. So my goal is to do a really good deep conditioning on her hair. But basically, I did a pre-poo for her and I also did a pre-poo for me. And the ingredients that I used for her pre-poo was I used 2 tablespoons of organic hair mayonnaise. I use 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, a tablespoon of my shea butter mixture. I used 2 teaspoons of pure honey and I warmed it up in the microwave for about 30 seconds and mixed it, and then I placed it on her hair, put a plastic cap on her head for about 45 minutes. I let her keep that on, and it really seemed like it helped her hair a lot because I noticed even when after I had washed her hair, then I washed her hair. I was going to use the Children Valley butter bar, but I think the honey was a little bit more um, sticky in her hair than I intended it to be. So I ended up using the Giovanni Smoothest Silk Deep Conditioning shampoo and conditioner on her hair. And for my pre-poo, what I did was I used 2 tablespoons of Profina Mega Growth Deep Strengthening Growth Conditioner, and I am trying to get rid of that. That's a product that I had purchased that I probably will not be using ever again. But I use 2 tablespoons of that. I use a teaspoonful of Jamaican black castor oil. I use a few drops of pure emu oil and a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and 2 teaspoons of pure honey. And I actually kept my pre-poo on for, I would say, about 3 or 4 hours because I ended up plaiting her hair after I got finished washing her hair and, deep conditioning it some more. I ended up plaiting her hair. So while I was plaiting her hair, I had my plastic bag with the conditioner, and the pre-poo really did wonders for my hair. I was really, really surprised because my curls just, I mean, they popped. But I kept it on, like I said, for about maybe 3.5 hours. And then after I rinsed that out, I used the Children Valley Butter Bar shampoo bar on my hair, as well as the Smooth and Silk, Giovanni Smooth and Silk Deep Conditioner. Now, I had just mentioned to you about the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I finally got this as well as the Pure Emu Oil. Now, for some reason, I got the impression that this was supposed to be, well, I guess it is white, but it's very, very liquid. So I don't know if I need to set this in the refrigerator or not. It doesn't say to set it in the refrigerator. All it says is to make sure to shake it well before you open. And the reason that I got those two oils is that my last video that I did about my hair, I was asking about my fine lines. And one of the young ladies, don't want to get her name mixed up, but I know it's M something with stock in it. But she recommended that I take a look at MissCinnamonCakes video. She had one concerning what she did for thinning edges, and these were two of the oils that she mentioned that she used. So I did purchase them. Let me see. I think I got the information for them. Um, the Jamaican castor oil actually, believe it or not, ships from right here in McDonough, Georgia. And the oils in itself, I'm trying to find my sheets for them, but I can't seem to locate everything. The emu oil, now this was very, very, to me, very expensive. I think for that 4 ounce, I paid, and it doesn't, this is just a packing slip. I don't have the shipping, but I'll explain to you. But I probably will go ahead and purchase one more thing of this, and probably I will be purchasing this. This is a 8 ounce amount, so you only have to use a little bit. It's pretty thick. I do like the smell. It doesn't smell bad, which, well, it don't smell particularly good, but it doesn't smell bad. It actually sort of reminds me really of like when, you know, your grandparents, when you were growing up and they were fixing coffee in the house, and it has like this faint coffee scent smell. But it is oily, and I only have to use a little bit, but I notice it seems that my hair really seems to like it a lot. And I also ended up, because my daughter's scalp was a little, like I said, it wasn't so much it was dry, I think it was growing dandruff, but I put some of this, I just poured a little bit on a top, and I used it to oil her scalp with it. And I looked at her scalp this morning, and her scalp looked great. I didn't see anything, so I'll probably start using that on her scalp. I normally don't put anything on our scalp. I had stopped doing that because sometimes I know that it can clog. If you put too much, it will clog your scalp up. But since it's cold now, I think I will start using a little bit on it. Um, but getting back to my weekend or Friday, my nephew and his family did arrive. They got in about, I guess it was, the flight was supposed to come in at 7, but it actually got in around, I guess, about 7:30 or so, because when we got there, all it said was that it was in range, and we went and sat down and got something to drink, and a few minutes later I looked and the flight was in. But the amazing thing was, I don't know what I was thinking. I just should have remembered from being in the military that whenever you would go overseas, like I was stationed over in Spain, and I was stationed in Korea twice, 2 different tours. I also went to Japan and Hawaii and a few other places. But whenever you come into the United States, you have to go through, and what it used to be called was customs, but now they call it immigration. And for some reason, we were waiting. I couldn't call my nephew because he had his cell phone as international number, and I didn't have that number. But my sister was waiting for him to call her. So basically, when he contacted her, he said, "Well, we got off the flight, but we have to go to immigration." And his wife is Belgium. And I was like, okay, well, she's married to a military person and they have their passport, so I don't understand why they have to go to immigration. And I talked to one of the customs people, personnel, and she said, well, it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours. And needless to say, we were tired. My husband had to come back and take an exam because he's finishing up his MBA online. And he didn't tell me until we were there. Actually, he had mentioned it, but I thought he meant this week, that weekend. And he had to finish an exam for that particular class by midnight. And it was already almost 9 o'clock. So needless to say, by the time they got through with everything and got upstairs, and we still had to go to the rental car to rent a vehicle for them. So it was after probably almost 9 o'clock then. So my husband and my daughter ended up leaving me at the airport with them, and we got the vehicle and we managed to get home. I guess it was like about 10:15, something like that. And I just love his family. His wife is, she's just a wonderful person. And it's so funny because we seem like we have, even though I'm a little bit older than her, and she's a little bit older than my nephew, and I'm actually older than my husband. So we do have some things in common, but the baby, he was just so, oh, I fell in love with him. I told him, I said, I wish y'all lived closer because I would just keep him every day. I mean, he was just so much fun. But I think he just was not feeling well because of the trip and everything. And um, my husband and I gave them our bedroom. So we went downstairs and slept on, we have a air mattress that's queen side, and we put it on our second level. And it was a little bit cold and everything, but I had told them so that they could get rest if he wakes up to let me know. And I ended up putting him to sleep. He didn't want to go to sleep, but I know enough about babies how to put them to sleep. So I did get him to sleep. So I guess it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, I hear this screaming, and I'm like, oh no. So I was okay, even though we didn't get into bed until I think it may have been close to 1 o'clock in the morning, but I had already equipped myself to get up when he got up. And my husband, he was really tired, and so needless to say, it was interesting, but we had a great time. And then my husband got up. About a couple hours later, even though we still didn't have a refrigerator, he was able to fix breakfast for us. He made pancakes for the family and everything, and we got them ready, let them get together, and they drove on to Alabama. And then we came a little bit later, so we got there, I think it was like almost about 4 o'clock their time. And we were there until we stayed, I think, until almost about 9 o'clock their time. So we got back home sort of late Saturday night, but had a really, really nice time. Took a lot of pictures. My mom and my dad, they were really, really happy to see us because they haven't seen us in a while. And maybe I'll do a video about all of that later. But I would have just really want to say that it was one of the best visits that I've had with my family in, I would really say, years. And when I mean with my family, I always have a good time when I'm with my mom and my dad and my twin sister and my youngest brother. But there's been some conflict, or I think it was just competitiveness, not on my part, but with my older sister. But she was genuinely happy to see me, and so was I happy to see her. And we had conversations, and even I suggested, hey, let's get together for New Year's and have New Year's dinner. So if everything goes well, we'll probably be heading down New Year's Eve so that we can spend the night and go to church and spend the night, and then just have all day to try to prepare dinner on New Year's Eve. But I guess my parents are getting older now. They're in their 70s, and it was amazing because my mother's always, and my dad too, always been youthful and young looking and everything. And this time it was the first time that I told my husband that it seemed like they were really looking their age. And I guess one thing, I always want to be close enough to home where I can get to them. And I'm sort of glad that my youngest brother lives with them. So, um, they have someone there. And then my sisters, they live close enough as well. But I did tell my husband that I did want to, or intended to spend more time, at least going to visit with my parents now. And sometimes you have to let old things, like they said, let uh, dead dogs stay dead, or whatever, however that saying goes. But I really, really enjoyed my weekend. Now, the only thing that, oh, and we did get our refrigerator. They brought it yesterday, just before 7 o'clock last night. So I wish I had known it was going to be that late. We would have stayed, but then we needed to get back because I had so much to get done, and we did before my family had to go back to work and school today. But my diamond ring, cannot find it. I thought I remember putting it where I normally would put it, and that's my engagement ring. And lo and behold, yesterday I looked for it, and or Saturday when we were leaving, I was getting dressed to leave and could not find it anywhere. And you know, I was just like, okay, Father. So my husband said, well, baby, he said, maybe it's around somewhere with, us not being where we were, in our bedroom and everything. And, it's a lot going on. And with the refrigerator, it could have been anything. But um, he just said, I'll get you another one. But at this point right now, it's just not, I know he will, because if my husband, he's a great husband, because if he promised me something, he's going to do his best to do it. But financially right now, without me working, it's just not a great time for that. So I may have to chalk it up and try to see if I can find something that will fit. But trust me, that's been on my mind. I really miss I miss my ring. So I'm hoping it will show up. But with that, I just want to say I really miss you guys, and thank you for your comments and your words of encouragement and everything. But I guess you go through trials and things to test you. And my husband even said to me Saturday morning, he said, when you put your mind to it, you just suck it up and you just go ahead and do what you need to do. And he was referring to the fact that um, giving up our bedroom, and our second floor was very, very cold. It was. And it was so cold that he ended up having to get the space heater to bring up there for us, so to try to warm us up a little bit. And I told him I know. I said, but what it was that I think I was tired, and with everything going on, and with the heat, and then the refrigerator, everything just sort of got to me. So, but I guess the thing is looking as that everybody goes through some things, and even though you may think your challenge is big, somebody else will be having it a whole lot worse than you. So with that, I just really want to say that I'm praying for my friends, Trisha in the box, Whitney, um, love you guys, Kidney Girl, My Sky. It's a bunch of you ladies, and even some gentlemen out there that you really do make my day, and I really, really appreciate you so, so very much. And I just want you all, ladies and gentlemen, to have a wonderful, Merry, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And, it's not about gifts. I know it's that time of the year that, sometimes our expectations are high, but really, spending time with my family and just seeing everybody just really there and laughing and having fun, that's priceless. That's what it's all about. So just really enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and just enjoy this time, because we'll never get this time back again. But with that, I'll say talk to you later and have a blessed day. Bye bye.